Samuel Bonici and Joe de Gabriel are continuing their family tradition of a life spent at sea. We have set off from the ancient fishing village of Marsaschlok in St. Catherine. Their boat, like all fishing boats found here, is brightly painted in blue, yellow and red, with the watchful eye of Osiris on the bow to ward off evil spirits. These boats are unmistakably Maltese and have become one of Malta's national symbols.
If you swim here, it's cold. If you swim the other side, it's warm.
Why is that?
You don't know.
And it's the same, I mean...
It's the same sea, it's the same water, but over there it's hot and over here it's cold.
I've noticed we swam, the water here is warm. It's not cold, which is wonderful.
It depends from a side to another.
Yeah. All around the coastline in Malta, you find these salt banks. As you can see, I mean, the coastline lends itself to these being carved into it. And this was done by the Romans centuries ago, and they're still used today. They still collect salt water and dry it out in the sun.
Fishing is a highly regulated industry in Malta. All boats must report at a central office before leaving the harbour, and must clock in at their return to present their entire haul. The season dictates their catch and quota. Tuna season has just ended here, and the lambuki has not yet arrived. So today we're fishing for whitebait, although the whitebait in these waters are far larger than the ones we are used to.
Now, if there's no fish in here, don't blame me. And don't throw me overboard either.
Yes, if we can catch nothing.
Oh wait, stuck here.
We've set off early in order to position ourselves at a good spot at the entrance of the bay. Samuel and Joe cast their nets, but the catch is minimal.
You keep the barracuda in there? Yes.
We must be patient and wait for sunset and the arrival of the shoals.
Now you move to a different location or you stay here?
That's why we anchor. So we stay in the same position every time.
Yes.
To come swimming here in this bay.
You can come with the car.
With the car, then it's the stairs there, and we go down there. So,
Oh yeah, you can see people swimming.
We have to wait, you have to look and see if they start coming because they only come for more or less half an hour, maybe less. So as much as you can put the net in that half an hour, the more fish you'll get.
So then they do really come into the bay in the evening?
Yes.
And in the morning?
Outside they will
and then in the
be...
morning they go from home to work. The same thing.
So in the morning you place the net in the other direction?
Different direction.
And then the other direction. Because
because it's
it will
going
be
out.
going out.
There've been, there's a lot of reports constantly in the news about fishing, and there's a lot of negative press about saying that we're fishing too much and that we're fishing the waters dry. Do you think that's true? What's your opinion on that?
More than no. Because we tell you, for the tuna and for the saltfish, with the hook, you can't catch too much. Every night you catch 3 or 4 tuna, and you stay 3 days away. Or 4 days.
They have to catch at least 4 tuna to be with the diesel, to get the diesel back and get the bait back.
Yeah.
And then after 4 tuna they have to catch to get bait.
Of course.
So it's very hard to be a fisherman.
So which is your favorite fish
Lampo.
to eat? Yeah,
Because
lampogi.
Lampogi ate there many times.
So do you know him?
Yes,
My brother.
He's your brother.
My big brother.
Ah, you're the little brother. And the big brother got here first. So if he does well, will he be ringing you tonight saying, I'm the big brother, I did better?
He always do better.
Yeah?
He always do better.
And you're waiting for the sun to
Yes,
come
waiting
down.
for the sun to go down, so we start the engine and we start fishing.
I've never actually gone out fishing, and I wanted to do that here. It's a big part of the traditional lifestyle. Yet, as you see it, it's a very wholesome industry. It's not, we're not assisted by big trawlers and kilometers of nets. The methods are traditional in style. And I don't think I could have chosen too nice a fisherman to come fishing with.
Come on, don't sleep.
Sorry, Captain. See, I'm getting told off. I'm being distracted looking at the beautiful sunset. There.
But I still love her, I don't really care. When we were young, we didn't know.
The trick you haven't told me.
I'll tell you something.
You kept that one quiet, didn't you? You go, let's watch this one. A struggle with the fish. They've been having a laugh at my expense.
No.
And they've been letting me sort out the fish has been thinking I'm being helpful. And I'm trying to catch them because they're all alive. They're fresh. They've just come out. And I was just complaining to them saying, they're like, you can wash your hands. I said, I don't mind because I'm helping. But I've got scales and salt all up my arms, all on my face. And I said, that's happening because they're all wriggling back. He goes, yeah, we normally separate them when they're dead. Cheeky. Very cheeky.
When we go to shore.
Head up.
Spent this morning at the market and you saw the variety of fish that was on offer. it was impressive. You know, there was all types of fish, from the large fish which are pole hook caught, like tuna and swordfish, to the other type of fish, the much smaller fish. But the swordfish is
local.
Is local. Okay.
And these are the sea bass. And every time you could see if they are fresh from the gills.
Yes.
You will never get much more red than these.
That, yeah. So that is a good sign. That is a good tip.
It's a good sign.
And how would you cook the eel here?
Basically, they use it in a fish.
Okay.
This is mackerel.
And what's this one here? This is bazooka, a fish traditionally caught around the coast of Malta. It's pole caught. This is Alan. He's our chef for the morning, and we're in La Capana, one of the top restaurants in Marsa Schlock, the fishing village, where 75% of the fishing fleet are based here in Malta. How do you cook this, Alan?
So basically, this morning what we're going to do is we're going to fillet it, and then just put it in a tray, a bit of water, garlic, salt, lemon pepper, touch of parsley, and we'll put it in the oven. Basically, since it's going to be filleted, it will take at around maximum 10 minutes. Then we'll take it out, just serve it on it.
And that's all it needs,
yeah.
nice and simple.
Yeah, simple. Simple is the best thing, since we don't like to take off the taste of the fish. We always like to keep it simple so that we'll taste everything as it is.
This is very good. I would have to agree. Definitely have to agree with Alan. Best thing to do is keep it simple. Olive oil, parsley, garlic, salt and pepper. Fabulous fish. Next time we're tucking into our raciones in a good fish restaurant, you know. Think about the many, many, many hours that have been put into catching those fish. At least if they're using the traditional methods that are used here.
Samuel and Joe told me that we would see the fish arrive. I found that very hard to believe, but they were right. Suddenly you could see hundreds of them, glinting in the light. And this is when the true work began. The quicker you cast your nets and hauled them in, the more fish you caught. Time was of the essence.
Come here.
Our last few hours flew by, and although it was frantic and back-breaking, the stillness of the night and the omnipotent presence of the sea made it a serene and humbling experience. The awesome power of nature is one we tend to forget. Yet tonight I have been firmly reminded of just who was boss.